A very good evening. Welcome to News at 9 live from the news studios of Rupavahini.
Hello there, I'm Daphne Charles.
And I'm Rohan Mendis.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa requests the child population of the whole country to not allow anyone to destroy their victorious birthland. An atmosphere conducive for receiving education freely has now been created. He requested the younger generation to get their visions clear through education and to join in building the future of Sri Lanka, discarding ethnic, religious and other differences. The President made these comments participating at the annual prize-giving ceremony of the Ramanathan Hindu Girls College in Bambalapitiya. The President, upon arrival, was received in accordance with Hindu traditional welcome, and after that he participated in a special puja ceremony.
The
Ramanathan Hindu Girls School of Bambalapitiya was started in the year 1981. This school is a prominent Hindu girls' school in the Colombo district. The current students' population of the school is more than 2,000. This is the first time a president of this country has visited this school. The president presented the certificates and awards for students who excelled in the college for the years 2012 and 2013. The president, speaking at the function, said that the school has been named after Ponnambalam Ramanathan, who was a great political leader of this country in the past, and it is his expectation to see a talented population similar to him emerging from this school in the future. The president said that the Tiger terrorists forcibly took away school children and used them in the war against the country. The wealthy people sent their children to foreign countries in order to save them from the brutal terrorists. That period is completely over now. The president said that children now are very keen about education. However, some people who are living in foreign countries allege that human rights are being violated in this country. This is being said by some people in this country as well. The president said that there is an anecdote saying that the wolf cried, saying the sheep are getting wet in the rain. He said that the statements being made by the anti-national elements are also similar to this, and parents and teachers should remember this anecdote about the crying made by anti-national elements. The president said that the birthland of a person is the victorious land of that person. It should not be destroyed and made into a pool of blood. He requested the gathering and extended an open appeal to everyone not to allow anyone to destroy this glorious land of birth.
ඒක පහතට වැටෙනවා දකින්න ඒවා රට අසීරුවටපත් වෙනවා දකින්න ඉඩ දෙන්න එපා කියලා තමයි මම මේ අනාගත පරපුරෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටින්නේ.
The principal of the college presented a special memorabilia to the president to commemorate his visit to the college. Ministers Bandula Gunawardena and A.H.M. Fauzi, Deputy Minister of Education Mohanlal Guerrero, Parliamentarian D.M. Swaminathan and several others attended the function.
Well, the Electricity Board says that there is no necessity for the curtailment of electricity supplies. The General Manager of the Electricity Board, Shavindranath Fernando, emphasized that they completely reject media reports saying that there will be electricity curtailment. Mr. Fernando made a special statement to the national Rupavahini in this connection. Temporary breakdowns took place in several power plants recently due to various reasons. It became necessary to temporarily curtail supplies intermittently in some areas. The transfer of electricity from the power plants to a different network took only a short period. The Electricity Board pointed out that this is a normal situation.
This is not a continuous thing, and as you know, by today we have restored all the power plants except for one or two small ones. And we are able to give a stable supply of electricity for the entire population. So nobody should be highly bothered that there are organized, systemized power cuts. I'm sure the situation is completely different.
The daily demand of electricity of this country amounts to about 2,000 megawatts. However, the power plants, including the thermal power plants, produce 3,500 megawatts of power per day. Therefore, there is no hindrance to meet the electricity demand. The power plants that were halted temporarily have now been normalized.
On the whole, there should be no fear whatsoever, because we have about 3,500 megawatts installed capacity, and our maximum demand is only about 1,900 megawatts, or 1,990 yesterday. So we have ample capacity. So nobody should be afraid that there will be organized power cuts. Absolutely no. I must assure that there are no absolute organized power cuts. Certain times, if certain power plants trip for whatever reason, then there shall be short-term power failures. We should be able to maintain the system.
The water levels in the reservoirs connected to hydropower plants remain around 47%. It is 52% at Castlereagh, 15% at Mausakale, 54% at Kotmale, 53% at Victoria, 72% at Randanigala, and 57% at Samalalababa.
Minister Pavitra Vanyarachi said that all steps have been taken to prevent the recurrence of technical problems at the Norachole coal power plant. She made this statement in response to a question raised by Democratic National Alliance parliamentarian Anurakumara Dissanayake in Parliament today. Democratic National Alliance parliamentarian Anurakumara Dissanayake inquired into the reason for the breakdown of power plants frequently. Minister Pavitra Vanyarachi said that certain breakdowns have taken place due to the faults of some accessories, and steps have been taken to prevent such breakdowns. The main contractor has been instructed to ensure no further breakdowns, and steps will be taken to maintain a continuous power supply from this plant.
The Secretary to the President, Lalit Veeratunga, has briefed permanent representatives to the United Nations in Geneva about the steps taken under the National Plan of Action to implement the recommendations of the LRRC. Mr. Veeratunga has told the representatives in Geneva that upon defeating the LTTE, which waged the brutal war against the country for 30 years, was completely defeated in May 2009. He has explained about the steps taken by the government to restore normalcy in the war-torn areas. He has explained that over the past 18 months, the government has taken action to give effect to the recommendations of the LRRC in the areas of international humanitarian law issues, human rights, land return and resettlement, provision of compensatory relief, and establishing reconciliation among the communities. He also pointed out that the government successfully concluded the Northern Provincial Council election, and about the government's cooperation with the Chief Minister of the province in continuing the massive development works in the area. Mr. Veeratunga has further stated that a presidential commission has been appointed to inquire into alleged disappearances, and the first public sittings of this commission was held in Kilinochchi. President Abdul Yamin Abdul Gayoom of Maldives, who is on an official visit to Sri Lanka, visited the Nelumpokoda Mahinda Rajapaksa Performance Theatre with the Maldives delegation this morning. The Chinese government constructed the Mahinda Rajapaksa Theatre in Colombo for the benefit of the Sri Lankan artists. The Maldives president and the delegation were received on arrival at the theatre by Senior Minister H.M. Fauzi. President Abdul Yamin had cordial chats with the authorities of the theatre. They were enlightened about the modern technical facilities available in the theatre. They also witnessed a cultural presentation.
සංස්කෘතික ප්‍රසංගයක්ද පැවැත්වින.
The chief executive of the theatre, Brigadier Senarat Newham, also attended the occasion.
Consumers complain that although there are plenty of vegetables in certain areas, it is being sold at higher prices in urban areas. The farmers point out that intermediaries who purchase vegetables at low prices are selling them at higher prices. Farmers in the Dambul area find it very difficult to sell their agri-produce. They complain that they do not get a fair price for their produce. The number of traders coming to purchase vegetables has also been reduced. Large stocks of cabbage, radish, nokol, beans and loofah have been thrown away as they've been unable to sell them. These farmers said that they keep watch in their huts to save their cultivations from wild elephants, rabbits, monkeys and other animals. They said that despite this, they are not getting a fair price for their produce. Cabbage fetched rupees 8 or 10. Some traders even asked for 5 rupees. They said that the farmers have become very destitute. The National Rupavahini, meanwhile, made a survey today in Colombo and in the suburbs about the price of vegetables. The team was able to find that vegetables are being sold at high prices compared to the prices prevailing in the Dambulla market. Consumers point out that instead of throwing away the additional stocks of vegetables, a proper mechanism should be adopted to distribute them to other areas. It is unfair to throw the vegetables which have been grown by farmers with much difficulty. Although it is being said that vegetables are being thrown away in the producing areas, the prices are very high in the cities. By this method, an injustice is being caused to consumers in the cities. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Internal Trade said that a special team was appointed to investigate into the excess of vegetables. The members of the team said that they will hold talks tomorrow with farmers at the Economic Centre in Dambulla.
The chairman of the International Accountants Association, Warren Allen, says that the accountancy field in Sri Lanka has been developed to a high level. He made this statement when he met President Mahinda Rajapaksa at Temple Trees yesterday evening. Mr. Warren Allen has arrived in Sri Lanka to participate in the Colombo session of the South Asia Accountants Association. 130 countries and 179 institutions hold membership in the National Association. The President informed Mr. Allen that the Sri Lankan accountants are keen to arm themselves on the modern knowledge of the accountancy sector. The President pointed out that for this purpose it is very important to work in close collaboration with the South Asian Accountants Association. The Governor of the Central Bank, Ajit Niwad Cabral, the Chairman of the Chartered Accountants Institution, Arjuna Herath, Vice President Lasantha Wickramasinghe and the Secretary of the institution, Aruna Alvis, also attended the occasion. Two translations of books made by the retired translation trainee M.K. Dharmadasa was presented to the President at the Presidential Secretariat. The book Avankabave Mutuate is a Chinese translation and the book Miharakage Pera At Bave is a Sinhalese translation of a Vietnamese folk story. The statue of the Gautama Buddha Shivsha made by veteran sculptor Vimal W. Surendra was presented to the President. The statue is 3 feet and 2.5 inches tall. It has been made from copper sheets. Mr. Vimal W. Surendra is a winner of a presidential award. He has contributed to many artistic work, including the main gate of the Parliament of Sri Lanka.
The Northern Railway line is being reconstructed after a lapse of 2 decades. It was as a victorious step of this effort that the railway line from Omanthai to Kilinochchi was declared open with the participation of the President last year. This report is about the arrangements being made to declare open the next stage of this railway line. Arrangements have been made to declare open the railway line from Kilinochchi to Palay next month. The length of this segment is 30 kilometers. On September 14th last year, rail services up to Kilinochchi was started. The construction work of Paranthan, Elephant Pass and Palay railway stations are nearing completion. The construction of the railway line up to Palay has been fully completed. In Elephant Pass, we meet the railway line that passes through the narrowest stretch of land. The Palay railway station is a very significant one. There was a turning circle at the station since early days to turn an engine of a train. However, the Tiger terrorists destroyed that as well. Along with the reconstruction of the Palay railway station, this turning circle has also been re-established. The government plans to implement the construction work of the railway line from Palay to Jaffna after starting rail services up to Palay. The Colombo-Jaffna rail services was started in the year 1905. The second largest railway station of this stretch is the Jaffna railway station. This railway station is almost similar to the Anuradhapura railway station. Similar to an upper floor for people to rest, which is available in the Anuradhapura railway station, it was also available at the Jaffna railway station. However, the upper floor of the Jaffna station was removed due to wartime activities. The engineering unit of the railway said that it will be reconstructed as the Jaffna station. The length of the railway line from Palay to Jaffna is 56 kilometers. The railway line has now been constructed for goods transport up to Muhammalai. The construction work is being carried out by the Indian company Ercon. There will be 10 railway stations between Palay and Jaffna. Most of the portions of the railway line are being constructed parallel to the A9 road. It will become possible for trains to speed up to 100 km per hour on the new railway line. Accordingly, the time period to travel between Colombo and Jaffna will take only 7 hours. The President, upon arriving in Kilinochchi by rail on the 14th of September last year, stated that the railway line connection up to Jaffna will be completed before April this year. At this meeting at Kilinochchi, the President said that although some people make every effort to divide the communities of this country, it is his and the government's intention to join the country as one united nation and establish reconciliation between all communities.
Well, it has been investigated whether the lighting of the main light of the motorcycles during the daytime will reduce accidents. Testing in this connection will be carried out in the Western Province from today. This testing had been successful in many countries. If the testing became successful in Sri Lanka as well, the lighting of the main light of the motorcycles will be made a law in the future. This was stated by the police media spokesman SSP Ajit Rohana. The police media spokesman, the SSP Ajit Rohana, requested the motorcyclists to switch on their headlights during the daytime so that other vehicles could identify the motorcycles. He said that by this operation they are attempting to find out whether this could reduce the number of accidents. The people also expressed various views about the new testing. The people also expressed views on this matter. Some people said that accidents will not take place if the motorcyclists ride their motorcycles carefully. Some others said that many motorcyclists ride their cycles negligently and attempt to creep in wherever possible. They also said that by the light of a signal could be given for the approaching vehicles. The police media spokesman pointed out that halting of vehicles near the yellow lines and signal lights have contributed to the increase of vehicle accidents.
The Vatican announced that the attention of His Holiness Pope Francis has been focused for a visit to Asian nations, including Sri Lanka. The Vatican media spokesman, Reverend Father Federico Lombardi, informed that invitations have been received from Sri Lanka, South Korea and the Philippines. The international media has given wide publicity to the Vatican announcement. The Pope has given priority to his Asian visit. A Pope has not visited Asian countries for the past 8 years. South Korea has invited His Holiness to visit South Korea for the Asian Youth Day, which will be held in the month of August. The invitations from Sri Lanka and the Philippines are being given special attention. The Reverend Father Lombardi has said the dates of the visit may not be decided this year. Attention has been focused on the first commemoration of the World War to be held in Bosnia and the invitation that has been received from Uganda. However, a time period about the participation has not been announced.
Well, the Department of Census and Statistics says that data relating to economic growth and inflation are not being prepared on anyone's personal needs. The internationally accepted standards and norms are being used for scientifically calculating these data. The Director General of the Department, DCA Gunawardena, vehemently rejected allegations made by certain people about this data.
So when you look at
the Director General of the Department, DCA Gunawardena, addressing a media conference in Colombo yesterday, said that the inflation has come down to 4.7% and it is being spoken about. Explaining on this matter, Mr. Gunawardena said that inflation is calculated based on prices relating to many goods and the relevant data is being collected by many sections in the department, such as the Agriculture Division, Industry Division, Household Division and Population Division. This data is being used by the National Count Division to prepare the final data in accordance with international standards and norms.
Leading hotels and international media point out that Sri Lanka is rapidly developing its tourism market. The attention of the Best Western Hotel Company of the United States has also been focused on investing in Sri Lanka. Vice Chairman of the Best Western Hotel Company, Glenn D'Souza, said that the company has clearly identified the high progress of Sri Lanka in the field of tourism. He said that there are ample opportunities for tourism in Sri Lanka and that tourist arrivals to Sri Lanka are increasing rapidly year by year. He has said that his company is also willing to be a partner in the bright tourism future of Sri Lanka. The Best Western Hotel Company has about 4,000 properties in the hotels and tourism industry throughout the world. This company has more than 200 hotels in Asia alone.
The new teledrama Kolamba Ahasa, presented by the drama unit of the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation, will be telecast from today starting at 9 p.m. in the Rupavahini channel. The teledrama will be telecast every week from Monday to Thursday. Kolamba Ahasa has been directed by Ramya Alvis. This drama is a production of Dr. Jagat Vijayanayaka. Another significance of this drama is that the drama artist Vijay Nandasiri is appearing in a Rupavahini teledrama after several years. Sarat Kotalabala, Ruangi Ratnayaka, Niroshan Vijay Singha, Dayadeva Edri Singha, Volga Kapani, Samira Shanaka and several other artists contribute to this drama. The theme song has been rendered by Saman Lenin. Dilan Vikramasinghe has provided music to the Kolamba Ahasa, while Deepa Jayasinghe is the cameraman. Well, the National Rupavahini requests you to see the Kolamba Ahasa at 9 p.m. on Rupavahini from Monday to Thursday.
Over to you, Marsha.
Thank you, Daphne, and a very good evening to you. I'm Marsha Dharmavardhana with the latest from the world of sports. The Sri Lankan-Bangladesh cricket series will start next Monday. There will be 2 test matches, 2020 matches and 3 one-day matches. The series will be broadcasted live by Channel I of Rupavahini Corporation. The first test match between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh will start on the 27th of this month at Sherry Bangla Cricket Stadium in Dhaka. A 15-member Sri Lankan squad has been named for this series. Angelo Matthews will be the captain. Other members of the squad are Dinesh Chandimal, vice captain, Mahalisha Wardana, Kumar Sangakkara, Shaminda Eranga, Nuwan Pradeep, Vishwa Fernando, Rangana Herath, Prasanna Jayawardena, Vibhuth Karunaratne, Suranga Lakmal, Ajanta Mendis, Dilruwan Pereira, Kaushal Silva and Kitruwan Vitana. The Sri Lankan team for the participation of Asian Youth Boxing Tournament left the country today. The boxing championship will be held in Thai capital Bangkok until the 30th of this month. 3 Sri Lankan players are participating in the tournament. W.A.J. Sanjay of Vidyartha College Kandy will participate in the 49 kg event. KASPA Indunil of Vidyaratna Vishwavidyalaya of Horana will participate in the 52 kg event and KAS Banuka will participate in the 56 kg event. These 3 players received nearly 1 month training at the Slimline Institute in Pannala.
And that's why we end tonight's edition on Rupavahini News. Together with Daphne and Marsha, I'm Rohan saying thanks very much for watching. Good night.
Good night.